Good morning. Today we are at Box Canyon Spring Preserve, which is one of the units in the Thousand Springs State Park in Southern Idaho. We are starting our day off with a hike. We're going to visit 3 different springs today. This is our second day in Thousand Springs State Park. We've camped here so you can watch some of our other videos about our experience camping and the other places that we visited in the area. To get here, you do need to pay to park in the back lot, which is closest. It'll save you a mile walk round trip. It does cost $7 and it's only cash or check if you still carry checks. We did not have cash, and so some very nice Idaho family gave us the $7, would not let us Venmo it to them. Everyone that we've met here in Idaho has been super nice. So really fun place to visit. We've made some friends at our campsite yesterday too. So it's a nice place to visit if you are looking to meet some new people. So the viewpoint of the actual springs is right off the parking lot, and that is the Box Canyon Springs. It's the 11th largest spring in the US, kind of random, but fun fact. And it pumps out 180,000 gallons of water a minute. Now behind me you can see it's a waterfall. It's about 20 feet tall, and it took us 0.6 miles to get from the parking lot to here. You walk along the path above the canyon for a little bit, and then you'll see a sign that says caution, unimproved path, use with caution, etc. So you go down that rocky path. It's not too bad. There's some hand railings in a few points, but it's really not too difficult. Maybe with kids it would be a little bit harder, but it didn't take us very long to get here. We did hear from a couple walking on the canyon ridge that there is another spring with like a sandy beach even a little farther down. So we're going to see if we can reach there from down here, because they were not sure how to get there from up above. We are also here at 9 in the morning, so you can see there's still some shade in the canyon, which is really nice because it can get very hot and very crowded here. We made it to the springs. It was probably about another 0.6 miles from the waterfall here. It took us 1.4 miles to get here from like the parking lot, and 45 minutes, so not too far. It's really pretty. We are gonna have a little snack. We're gonna have a muffin for breakfast before we head back. The whole loop is 4.3 miles, but we've heard that the rest of the walk is not very scenic, so we're just gonna turn around and go back the same way that we came. So making it instead more like a 3-mile hike instead of a 4.3 miles hike. So we hiked back from the spring, and it took us 0.5 miles to get from the spring to the waterfall, and about 0.6 from the waterfall back to the parking lot. So it was actually only a total of like 1.1 miles. So round trip, about 2.2 miles, much shorter than the 4.3 loop. And we talked to some people that did the loop, and they said that the uphill is easier. It's a kind of a service road, so it's paved. It's not rocky like the path that we took. But once you get to the top, you are just walking in the direct sunlight for a long time, and it's not super fun. So probably the 2.2 mile route is the best, unless maybe you are older and just want to go early in the morning so the sun isn't an issue and can take that easier path, or if you have kids. Those could be two options maybe where the loop would be better. Our last two springs for the day are in the Crystal Lake, Niagara Springs area of Thousand Springs State Park. There's 6 different units, so we've been to a few of them, not all of them. I'll list them all though, so you're aware of them. The first one that you'll come across is Niagara Springs. You do have to drive down into the canyon. It's about 350 feet deep, and the road is not paved. It's gravelly, so it's not like a terrible dirt road. It's still not recommended for motorhomes or trailers though, so just be aware of that. Also, Niagara Springs is super pretty. There's a nice little paved walkway. You just park on the side of the road and you can see the springs. And if you drive down a little bit, you'll see a park where you can also have a picnic. There's some tables and there were some people fishing. You can fish in the springs there too. The water comes out of the springs at exactly like 59 degrees Fahrenheit, which is perfect for trout. So there is a fish hatchery for trout nearby that you can tour. It looks like they're open for tours. That wasn't something that caught our attention though, but if you're looking for something else to do, you can do that as well. Our second spot that you can see that we're at now is Crystal Lake. There are 2 springs, one of which you can see behind me. There is another one at the very end of the lake. It's a small little lake. It has docks and picnic tables for people to come and fish. And if you like to fish, it seems like a great place. We don't fish, so I'm not 100% sure, but it looks really pretty. And there are a few people here fishing today. It does cost $7 to get into this Crystal Lake area, but if you've already paid for the day, you can use your ticket from wherever else you were. So like we used our ticket from our hike earlier this morning at Box Canyon. You can also get a Idaho State Parks pass for $10, which I wish we would have done. We didn't visit a lot of state parks that you needed to pay. The Shoshone Falls was one that was $5, and then we paid $7 here, so it would have saved us like $2. But I'll also add some information about that in the description with links so you can check that out if you are going to be spending some more time here. It's probably worth it. I hope that you have enjoyed our guide of 2 days of what to do in Thousand Springs State Park. Don't forget to check out also our What to Do in Twin Falls video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for joining.